Welcome to Outside the Box, our music and arts online show. Let's see what's inside the box. Coming up, Belfast's coolest rapper Jordan Adetunji, a Windows masterclass, Molly Hogg sings, Ireland's best rugby player tackles Logie, and mixed martial arts champ Leah McCourt tries a Ferrari. So we're in Studio 2 now, and the very talented Jordan Adetunji has joined us. How are you, Jordan?
I'm fantastic. It's great to be here, and thank you for having me.
Listen, nice to have you on Outside the Box. So you're the first hip-hop star that we've had. So we're looking forward to hearing some of your music. You originally from London, you've been in Belfast now for how long?
I've been in Belfast for 11 years now, so I've lived here most of my life, and I've really grown up here and been able to create my story from here.
And you've always been into your music. You played the trumpet, right?
I did, yes, I did. I played the trumpet through school. I played it my whole life. I've been reading away, and it's helped me create my music that I have today.
And then what took you into hip-hop then?
What took me into hip-hop was basically when I was a bit younger, I was able to watch Busta Rhymes on TV. So I used to see his hairstyle and his fast rapping, and that's one of the reasons I rap fast sometimes. And seeing that really, really took me into that, and that's why I started a love for hip-hop. But originally, I didn't actually start always listening to hip-hop. I was into video games, so I started playing a lot of Need for Speed games, car games, and then I started listening to a lot of rock. So I was listening to a lot of rock at the start, and then it transitioned into hip-hop as I got a bit older, and I got into the Eminems, the Tupacs, and the Biggies and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you kind of fused it. And okay, you use the traditional rap and 808 machine, you use all of that, but also you have a live 6-piece band as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'm always performing all around Belfast, all around Ireland with my 6-piece band that we use, and it's fantastic with the boys and stuff like that. And even my guitarist, he went to school with me, so there's a lot of chemistry that we've had over the years. He plays a lot of the stuff on my tracks and stuff like that, so we create the music all together, so it's fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
And over the past couple of months, when you haven't been able to get out and gig, have you been in production at home?
I've just been able to sort of trying to create at home, and it has been hard not being able to go to studios and stuff like that, because a lot of studios are shut and stuff like that. But I've been able to write, which has helped with my creative process. So I've been a lot more creative. I've been working hard. I've been putting more lyrics in, a lot of thought into my lyrics and deeper thinking, because it is tough times. So it's a way to vent and sort of get my feelings out.
Yeah, you've done a lot of gigging. What's been your most memorable favorite so far?
Oh my. It's hard to pinpoint one, but one of my most favorite ones is definitely the Ulster Hall, because that was the first time I got to perform in the Ulster Hall, which was definitely a blessing for me, and I got to perform in the NI Music Prize. So that was fantastic, and Snow Patrol getting to see me and stuff like that, and giving nice words. So that was a big moment for me.
Wow,
definitely.
Brilliant. Well, listen, we're looking forward to hearing your track. What's it called?
Top Notch.
Top Notch, and I'm sure it will be. Jordan Adetunji. Jordan, take it away.
That's me, top notch. That's me, top notch. That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your lying, you never gon' bust shots. You man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making movies, we see how your heart stops. That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your lying, you never gon' bust shots. You man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making movies, we see how your heart stops.
We out here making chess moves. Don't make me have to check mates if you think acting hard is your best proof. Best proof is miscommunication in your words that made you go and form these lies onto my name to cause your mess view. Don't make me have to press you. Always in the presser, now you're mad cause I don't make my music to try and impress dudes. Using all my tools and I guess I got the best screws. Don't scrutinize me cause you're too average to be let through. I swear it's all mad here, they dread the way I'm locked in. Mine was never locked up before I had the locks in. I was in the function before I did the funk thing. Speakers still jumping, stop talking like you're on things. I'm saying with a buff ting, she don't like buff things. She like her a rock star, skinny on a punk ting. Cause combustion, girl consumption.
Had to tell them straight cause they can't tell me nothing. That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your lying, you never gon' bust shots. You man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making moves, we see how your heart stops. That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your line, you never gon' bust shots. You man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making moves, we see how your heart stops.
See, they envy that my name's in the conversation. I don't need them, man, for no validation. Doing it for clout is an understatement. Them man are doing it for numbers, I'm on being patient. I have to rate my thing before they ever rate it. No yes men around me, them might be the fakest. It's when you do the best that man I wanna take it. They never wanna see the vision when you haven't made it. They just wanna see the vision just to come and take it. When you climbing up the ladder, they just wanna shake it. They can never take my decks cause I'm up with the spaceships. They can never take my crown cause I say I'm the greatest. They can never bring me down cause I love to embrace it. I just love my skin is brown and I'm winning, they hate it. They can never bring me down cause I love to embrace it. I just love my skin is brown and I'm winning, they hate it.
That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your line, you never gon' bust shots. You man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making moves, you see how your heart stops. That's me, we're coming through top notch. Stop your line, you never gon' bust shots. Yeah, you man some clowns, you man are some mascots. When we making moves, we see how your heart stops.
Yeah, that's me, top notch.
Jordan, that was absolutely brilliant. Top notch,
Thank
does
you.
what it says on the tin. And I love the way you don't swear in any of your tracks. My granny could listen to you.
And that's the way we like to keep it.
So, in this room, I've been joined with two artists from Belfast. It's Connor and James Rafferty. Connor, James, how are you?
Yeah, doing good.
I'm just looking at your work here. I'm a bit nervous. That's me, right?
Well, hopefully. Yeah.
It's supposed to be. It's going to, well, you've got the microphone, you've got the cup of tea. You know me too well.
I said just
clearly.
Try and do you justice now in the end.
Well, listen, guys, so far it's looking good. You've been doing this for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, very about what? 7 years, 5 years full time.
Right.
5 years full time, yeah, probably, yeah, maybe even going 10 years as far back as maybe the window paintings.
Right, okay. And so you've taken a hobby as such and made it into a business?
Yeah, we used to work in the bars and then basically just used our contacts in the bars and built it up, and it just sort of rolled out from there.
In the bars, you've been like doing window art for Christmas and Paddy's Day, you know, things like that,
yeah,
right?
it started off as that, and then
More
gradually kind of they were like, we just do this logo, we just do our branding, we just do this, and we were stenciling on the walls and doing all sorts. Like,
Yeah, it was just more commission based work.
And you were getting paid for it, and you thought, right, okay,
I'm
on to something here.
Hopefully turn this into a business.
Be your own bosses.
exactly. Now my mates are jealous because I'm not 9 to 5.
And does art, is it in your family or what?
Yeah, our dad, he was head of art in Hightown for what 30 odd years. I don't know.
30 years.
30 odd years. So, and then all our sisters and other brother Paul, they're all arty. My
Yeah.
mum probably could draw a stick man, maybe, I don't know.
I think we all did like art
That'd
up
be
to A level, and some of us went to art college as well, and further pursued it more.
It's good that the two of you are both on the same level. My brother, he's excellent at art. I'm a stick man artist. You know, but listen, I'm intrigued. I can't wait to see the end result of this. How long would it take you to complete something like this?
Hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Once you work on sort of like tonal work and stuff, it's only just the base colours.
Once you get your base colours on, then you have to get your add-on layers, tones and stuff. So
Well, we don't have an hour and a half, so you make it cracking. Yeah. I'm going to come back to see you and see how you're getting on.
Yes, no worries.
But in the meantime, we're going to see who Liam Creagh has in our Stars car.
Welcome to Stars Cars, where we take stars out of their everyday cars and put them into something just that little bit special. Well, we couldn't have picked a worse day to be here at Belfast Harbour, but we're in good company. I'm here with Leah McCourt. You were amateur world champion mixed martial arts. That's quite a mouthful.
Yeah, amateur world champion, and I now fight professionally.
Tell me about it. How did you get into it, Leah?
I've always done martial arts as a child. I loved judo, I loved watching all the different martial arts in the Olympics, and when I was a bit older I started striking, so I just had a bit of a background in all the different types of martial arts you have to learn to compete in MMA, and then just became obsessed. You know, it's just my passion. I love learning, I love training, I love competing, and I always think it brings out the best in me physically and mentally, and that's why I really love it.
And now that you're a professional, you obviously work very hard at it, and you're up and down to Dublin, from Belfast to Dublin. That's 100 miles down, 100 miles back every day.
Yeah,
Why do you do it?
3-4 times a week. Do you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy the drive. I'm not stuck in traffic. I'm not, do you know, waiting about, and it's quite therapeutic. I always put my music on and listen to music the whole way down and the whole way up.
And you drive this BMW. It's a 3 Series. Why the BMW? Why a 3 Series?
I've always loved BMWs my whole life, and I just thought, right, I'll get a nice car because I'm doing so many miles.
And of course, you have a daughter, Isabella, so I suppose it's handy enough to have a 4-door car.
Yeah, and for my training gear, you know, Isabella and all my training gear, and we're always on the road, so it's better to have a bigger car in the back. So I basically live in my car. I eat in my car. I have all my training gear. I have changes of clothes, so it's very important to me.
So you practically live in the car. It's as you say, got 4 doors. It's got the boot. It's practical. It's a practical car.
Yeah.
What would you drive if you had your dream car?
I am not big into cars, but Isabella absolutely loves cars, and her favourite car is a Ferrari.
A Ferrari?
Yep.
Well, that's not going to be very practical, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think they're very big, are they?
They're not, but you know what? If I could get you a practical Ferrari, would that be the car for you?
Okay.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Woo! Woo! Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Do you love it?
Yeah.
Isn't it a nice colour?
Yeah.
And look at the wheels.
Well, what do you think? Well, look, it's practical. I think you're going to love it. Have a go.
Let's go, Izzy. So we're happy to get in here. Wow! This is comfy. Oh my word, it's so comfy, isn't it? I would get this upholstery dirty, wouldn't I?
Okay, all eating your burgers and chips and things. So press the start button and away you go.
Woo! So, oh my goodness. I'll try not to. There's your window every on it.
And both paddles for you go.
I love that.
So how does it feel?
It feels like a wee bit different than my car.
It's a Ferrari. Yours is a BMW.
I know, but it feels like whenever I press the accelerator, it's like you have to push harder. Right, we're going now. Ready?
Yeah.
Do you like it, I think?
Yeah. So good.
Are we into Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Do you think you would let people, if I put up the school on this, would you do the
Yeah,
school?
everyone would just be surrounding you.
Do you think so?
Yeah, probably.
It's warm in here.
Huh?
It's warm, isn't it?
Well, we all like coats.
Whee! Are you ready? I'm going to open it up. Ready? Ready?
Okay, please don't. Actually, please don't. Please don't. Because I know you and you will crash.
What?
I know you and you will crash.
Oh. You want to go a wee bit faster?
Woo! Okay, Mom.
That's too fast.
Well, what do you think?
We love it.
Yeah.
We're keeping it.
Yeah, we're
keeping it.
keeping
Yeah.
it.
You're not getting back in your BMW?
No, you can have it.
Oh.
This is ours now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So we're back with Connor and James. Guys, oh my goodness. That is actually unbelievable.
Is it okay?
Very impressed. It does look like me. It is me.
The pressure was on James.
I know I've got this
to get the
mask
likeness.
on, but it's wow. You guys are talented.
Yeah, we never usually have to do like a live painting with the person in it, so the pressure was on with it.
I'm really impressed.
Well, I've just been painting this red box for the last 2 hours, so.
As long as you're not insulted.
I'm actually, I don't know what to say. And in terms of your paints, is it oil-based, water-based, what?
This stuff would be acrylics. So this is all water-based stuff. So for most of the windows, because most of our windows we say seasonal, so no one wants a Santa Claus up every day. This stuff for the writing would be enamel paint, so it's oil based.
Right.
So it would be like that sort of stuff.
We
One
also
shot.
use that for if we're doing like shop signs or
Yeah.
front faces, whatever. That's usually just more permanent.
Yeah.
Whereas like Connor said, it's only temporary. You can scrape off.
I'm going to keep this. I want to find somewhere.
Should have used the oil paint for that one as well then.
It's brilliant. It's no wonder you guys are so busy and you have made a full-time job out of this. Good on you.
Cheers, man.
Well, it's not just finished quite. You've got a wee bit more to do.
Yeah.
So we will come back to see the very end result. But yeah, brilliant.
You might be able to get it up in your living room, hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm not sure whether it's going to go in the door. I'm not sure what the wife's going to say. We'll be back with Connor and James shortly. But now to one of the youngest musicians that we've had in Outside the Box. It's Molly Hogg. And in the red room, I'm very excited to meet Molly Hogg. Molly, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And so you've come to see us on Outside the Box. You're going to be performing a song as well.
I am.
We're looking forward to hearing that. But you've made the journey from Limavady to Belfast.
I have. I've come all the way.
Home, of course, of the Stendal Festival that you've been involved with. Tell us about that.
Stendal's been running for about 10 years in 2020, but of course it didn't happen. But I've been playing since I was no height, so yeah, it's.
And your family are involved with the festival.
They
too,
are.
aren't you?
They're my mum and dad. They run the art gallery down at Stendal, so
Okay.
it's fab. It's honestly fab. I love it so much. So.
Good, good. And you enjoy performing, obviously. You haven't been able to do much of it, I'm sure, over the past while, unfortunately.
It's been a lot of live videos online, which is nowhere near like performing to an audience, but gotta do what we gotta do, I
Not be long
suppose.
before you're back on that stage.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. But in the meantime, you're still doing your thing, you're writing,
I am.
and you've wrote the song you're going to be performing
I
for
am.
us. Tell us about that.
Pray. So I wrote Pray in March or April of last year about how I felt the world was ending and it was just so devastating that we were all having to stay inside and do what we had to do. But yeah, so I wrote Pray about that, and I feel like it's quite relatable to a lot of people because everyone was going through the same thing, and
I know.
it was just so it's about lockdown and just the devastation of last year, to be completely honest. So
Strange times, Molly, isn't it? And,
So
and your guitar
strange.
is a beautiful guitar you have.
thank you.
And you came to own this quite by chance, didn't you?
Well, I got borrowing it from Emerald Guitars in Donegal from Alistair Hay, and I was not supposed to have it for as long as I had it, and then we ended up getting it because we had it for so long because of lockdown and everything. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not complaining.
No, absolutely not. It's not the only guitar you
No.
own. You've got a very special guitar.
I've got a very special guitar. I've got a one-of-a-kind guitar. I've got a Chris Larkin guitar, and it's a wee parlour, and it was the last one that he made and sold. So it's very, very precious, and I don't really take it very many places.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is my wee. This is I call him Ozzy. So that's his replacement for my Chris Larkin. So yeah.
That's a great thing to have.
Of course.
Well, listen, Molly, we would love you to perform your single "Pray"
Of course.
for us. Thanks for coming again to see us.
Thank you so much.
Outside the Box, and in your own time,
Thank
take
you.
it away.
Mountains and valleys and all between. Hear the hollowness of their as I yearn for my prey, as we pray. Hey, only a father's daughter will know how to steal another person's soul. Only a father's daughter will know how to grow into what he knows. And I'll run, oh, I'll run from you. You run, no, you run from me too. And I'll scream as the forest falls down behind me. Oh, I'll scream as I yearn for my prey, as we pray. Hey, pray to the God above, to the sons of love, to the devils deep below. Oh, God above, to the sons of love, to the devils deep below. Don't sell your soul. Oh, I'll run, oh, I'll run with you. You run, oh, you run with me too. We'll scream as the universe goes up in flames. Oh, we'll scream as they yearn for our prey, as we pray. Hey, hey.
Something for everybody here on Outside the Box. Now, some sport.
Delighted to say, joining me today at Logie's Lives, a man who needs no introduction from me, but as always, I'm going to give him one anyway. 218 caps for Ulster, 124 for Ireland. You made your Ireland debut in 2005, the only Irish captain to lead your country in wins against New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, a Pro 12 of Ulster, 4 Six Nations, 2 Triple Crown, 2 Grand Slam. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Rory Best. Rory, how are you?
I'm good, thanks Logie. You're obviously in good form.
I am in good form. It's always nice to talk to you, a legend of the sport. What's it like, now we talk about lockdown, what's it like whenever you leave the game? Do you miss it?
It's a funny one. You get asked this question a lot, and I think when you get into your 30s and you're still playing, what gets you motivated to play is the atmosphere, the build-up of the game, the crowds, everything around that gives you that little bit of edge to keep you going, and to be watching it now for the past, whatever is going on, 12 months with none of that, it's probably made my transition a little bit easier. There's still aspects of it, of course, you miss, the day-to-day routine of going in, getting to do a job you love, surrounded by kind of, I was going to say 30 odd of your mates, but there's certainly at least 10 or 20 of them that are mates of yours, and that aspect you miss. But look, I had my time, and I was very happy with what I achieved.
I want to take you back to the start, the heritage. You and your brother obviously both played for Ulster and Ireland. Do you remember your first cap for Ireland?
Yeah, I do, and I sort of, you get the cliche, and everyone tells you, to go by in a flash, try to take it in, and you go, yeah, whatever. And it does, and it actually seems like a flash ago when it happened in 2005. I was on the bench, and then to come on for about 15 minutes to go. Ireland were losing quite heavily, but that didn't bother to me in the slightest, and I'll always remember coming onto the pitch, running down to my left. It was right in that sort of left-hand corner in front of the old West Stand, and I went straight into a scrum. Simon was really on the pitch, so I went straight in beside him, and yeah, look, it was an incredible achievement for me personally, obviously, but for my family for them to have supported you, to get you to that point, and then to come on alongside your brother it really was a massive moment in my life.
Rory, could you have imagined whenever you came on for that 15 minutes and obviously the great emotional moment playing with your brother, that you could go on and achieve so much, that you'd have 124 caps for Ireland?
You know, when you start to play rugby, you play it for a bit of crack, and for me it was about playing in Banbridge Minis, and someday you could maybe represent Banbridge first 15. Like, imagine what that would be like, and you get your first cap, and look, you always want a little bit more, so you don't want to be a one cap wonder, you want to get two, and you plot your way through your career, and it's only when you get to about sort of mid-20s, maybe 30 caps, you go, imagine if you ever got to 50, but to get to 100 caps was like, you look through your career and you remember points in time and someone ran out for their 100th cap and you went, oh my goodness me, like how long have they played? And to stay at the top of your game and to do that, I do think that's probably one of, on a personal level, that's probably my greatest achievement, you know, to represent Ireland 100 times, to get to do it at the Aviva Stadium against Australia, to win that game, to go out with my kids either side of me, to have all my family there. It really was perfect in that regard, but certainly, yeah, you definitely don't look that far ahead and you get your first cap. And when I look back at my first cap, I think not many people would have seen me coming onto the pitch thinking this kid's going to go on and play 124
I didn't like
times.
to say it.
What a talent. Like, I wasn't an incredible athlete. I would like to think I was a smart rugby player, but I wasn't somebody that could run the 100 metres quicker than most, and you know, could cover a lot of ground and just keep going. I think a lot of the boys like Hendy would say I had 3 gears and was forward, back and idle, and that was about it. And I worry that with sports science and everything that's going on and this strive to be bigger, faster, stronger, that the technical aspect of it is going out of it.
I'm going to ask you a question too. You're a farmer now, which means you're quite busy, and do you enjoy that?
It was always something that I loved whenever I was playing. You know, Dad was great because he took the day-to-day pressures off of me actually having to do something day-to-day, but there's always something, especially in the summer, you come home from a hard day's training or a stressful day's training or whatever it looked like, you get in, you jump into the Jeep and you drive around, and you have this vision in your head of the sun shining, the green grass, the cows content, and you have a drive around, and it's almost like a release, gets rid of the pressure valve before you walk in through the door and are greeted by the family. And now it's a wee bit more, there's a little bit more to do. Dad's probably expecting to do a little bit more, and I'm really enjoying it.
Rory, all I can say is thanks very much for joining me here in Logie's Lives. You know, Rory Best by name, best by nature. It's been an absolute pleasure. A man, listen, who graced the jersey of Ulster and Ireland and gave us so many great moments. I'm delighted that you joined us here, and thank you very, very much indeed. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Logie. Yeah, that's us done.
Connor, James, loving your work. Absolutely brilliant. You can follow the guys on Instagram at Graffic_Belfast. I didn't want to say to them, but I can't really see the resemblance. Join us next time on Outside the Box.